welcome to Rebel 360, Walpole High School's television news magazine. My name is Andy Peak.
I'm Pat Madden. And I'm Josh Bobley.
This year, we will be bringing you news from around the school and around town. First up, we have a story about a local family who faces quite a challenge. One of them is fighting a battle against mitochondrial disease. Here's Molly Hallbrook with their story.
Mitochondrial disease is a disorder that can cause many side effects within the body. Some examples could be poor growth, hearing loss, eyesight loss, heart conditions, brain development, and eating difficulties. This disease affects 1 in 5,000 people, and it may last for years, or it can be lifelong.
Jack Nicholson is an ordinary young boy. However, he has a disease that causes some complications.
Mitochondrial disease is it's really complex. There are a lot of different kinds of mitochondrial diseases. The mitochondria is a part of the cell, and so everything in our body is made up of cells. So the mitochondria is a part of the cell that basically converts food into energy.
Although he has a difficult life, he is a very happy boy.
Hi, my name's Jack. I like to do karate.
Hi, I'm Jack Nicholson's sister, and we found out Jack had mitochondrial disease at 2 months old.
He does have to take time out of his day for his schedule of feeding and his medications.
Some people have to have some artificial feedings, artificial way to get their nutrients, and that's usually done through a G-tube.
Working with Daria, Shannon, and Kristen, this is Molly with the Rebel Report.
Maggie Curran and Sawyer King got an inside scoop of what teachers do behind closed doors. Today, we peer into the interesting life of the high school phys ed teacher, Benjamin Camper. This is Focus on the Faculty.
Many teachers at Walpole High School are very interesting, but no students know about them. Today, we're going to take a look at the health teacher.
Many wonder why Coach Camper wanted to join the Navy. Today, we sat down with him to find out what inspired him.
I guess most importantly is just the respect that I've always had for the armed services in general and what those people do.
Mr. Camper is looked up to by many by being a physical education and health teacher and his experience in the Navy.
I think more people should look up to him for what he's doing for our country. He's a great mentor, role model, and just a great guy.
He really shows his bravery and heart and stuff, so yeah, he seems like a very good guy.
Not only did Coach Camper's drive and bravery prove he was mentally ready, but after winning the Honor Graduate Award out of 419 sailors, he proved he was physically ready as well.
It was one of the greatest days of my life because it was the end of boot camp. I found out I was getting an award, and I finally got to see my family for the first time in over 9 weeks, which was just icing on the cake.
We asked Mr. Camper what a regular day in the Navy boot camp was like, and it was anything but ordinary.
They keep you up for 48 hours straight, so you don't get any sleep. They shave your head, and then again, after that 48 hours, you fall asleep, and you're in a pretty deep sleep, and then the next day you wake up to someone in your face yelling at you again, and this whole thing starts all over again. And you're no longer a person, you're just a recruit.
We should all thank Coach Camper for being devoted to Walpole High School and the Navy. For the Rebel Report, I'm Sawyer King.
Walking. Many of us hate it. So why on earth would 3,000 people in Massachusetts walk from early in the morning into the afternoon?
Well, it was all for the sake of curing a disease that affects 5.5 million Americans and families.
Here's Andy Peak with the story.
On September 18th, 2017, at Patriots Place in Foxborough, hundreds of people turned out to support a good cause, and it wasn't the Patriots' endeavor against the Saints.
Given to so many different looks. And now with pressure.
Instead, people of all ages came together to fight a disease. Alzheimer's strikes 1 in 10 people over the age of 65. People from all walks of life gathered together to end Alzheimer's, but this walk couldn't have been possible without the help of dozens of selfless volunteers. Many students from Walpole High gave their time at this special event.
The day starts at 5 a.m. on a quiet Saturday in September. Volunteers from all over Massachusetts showed up to Gillette Stadium to support the fight against Alzheimer's. Teams worked to set up the vast amounts of tents and to prepare for a busy and successful day. The work may be taxing, but all the Walpole High School volunteers knew it was for a good cause.
This will be my 3rd year volunteering, so I've done 3 Alzheimer's walks so far. And volunteering is just really great because it's a great way to give back to the community and to help out.
The volunteers worked for numerous hours until people began to trickle out of the stadium, and the day came to a close. Even though it was a tough day, it was for a good cause, and through their efforts, thousands of dollars were raised to fight the battle against Alzheimer's.
I personally volunteer at the Alzheimer's Association, and I know what the funds go to do, and I'm very proud to be supporting the work of such a great association.
However, all the spirit and goodwill came out of tragedy. Many of the students from Walpole High School were personally affected by this horrible disease.
Well, my dad actually was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's about 8 years ago, and that was really hard for me and my family, and it was a really hard thing to get through. And he actually passed away last year on August 25th, and that really was hard for me and hard for my family.
This has been Andy Peak working with Josh Bubley and Pat Madden for Walpole Rebel TV.
Joey Haskins, our resident film expert, is up next to take you on a journey behind the silver screen.
He's got the latest on upcoming releases in theater and on DVD.
This is Rebel Reels.
Hello, I'm Joey Haskins, and welcome to Rebel Reels, the only show where we report on everything film, television, and beyond for your entertainment. Our first story covers a new trailer for The Disaster Artist, the movie which tells the story of how Tommy Wiseau came to make The Room what has been called the worst movie ever. This trailer shows the struggles Wiseau, played by James Franco, faced while filming the movie. His friend, Greg Sestero, who is the author of the book it's based on, is played by Dave Franco. I think that if it is good enough, it is possible that I could be a contender once Oscar season starts. The film will be released December 1st, and it also stars Seth Rogen, Alison Brie, Josh Hutcherson, and Zac Efron. Game of Thrones has been filming multiple endings for their series finale. The reason for this is because a number of episodes from the 7th season were leaked online days before the episode premiered. So, to go out with a huge ending, they will film multiple endings so the finale to a forever loved show won't be spoiled by anyone. The season itself is said to have 6 episodes, each about an hour to 2 hours, and is said to be returning in late 2018 or 2019. Either way, the struggle is real. Turner Classic Movies, along with Fathom Events and their Brick Screen Classic series, will be celebrating the 30th anniversary of The Princess Bride by showing it in theaters on October 15th and 18th. The movie, which premiered in 1987, stars Carrie Elways as the Dread Pirate Roberts, Robin Wright as Buttercup, Andre the Giant as Fezzik, and Manny Patinkin as Inigo Montoya, what he considers to be his favorite role in his career. After the events of Colin Trevorrow's departure from Star Wars Episode 9, J.J. Abrams will return to the galaxy far, far away to direct the last installment of the new Star Wars series, Star Wars Episode 9. J.J. Abrams recently directed the first entry in this trilogy, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. He will write this as well along with Trevorrow and Academy Award winner Chris Terrio. Our movie of the week has been chosen because of the success of the movie It in theaters. Jaden Lieber, who played the main kid Bill in It, starred in Midnight Special, which was released last year. Midnight Special is about a boy who has indescribable powers as he and his father both run from a religious cult, drawn by the boy's powers. As they run from this cult and the NSA, the boy cryptically tells his father of a destiny coming their way and a place they must go. It also stars Michael Shannon, Kirsten Dunst, Joel Edgerton, and Adam Driver. Thank you for joining us. For Rebel TV, I'm Joey Haskins. I'll see you next time.
That's all for our show. We want to thank you for joining us today. If you have a story idea you would like us to cover, get in touch via our Twitter at WHS_Rebel Report, or our email address is rebelreport@walpole.k12.ma.us. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.